was Bob Stewart.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Stu, you're up.
Oh, Stu's up?
Matt.
oh, I'm in trouble.
You're
He's
in trouble,
pissed.
dude. You're
He's
in trouble.
pissed.
Don't tell him you're back here. Hurry up. Get
All
up.
right, all right. I'm sorry. See you guys.
Tell him you're stretching. Stewie.
Fucking Stewie, dude.
It's a perfect adjustment here. Transition.
Oh, man. Matt was up there for 15
They were going to
minutes.
forfeit him.
Did they call him?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they were going to forfeit him.
They checked bathrooms outside.
He might get chokeslammed.
Gentlemen, all right, good transition. So Stewie, how long were they looking for Stewie?
A good 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
They were going to forfeit him.
they were
Oh.
actually getting a search party. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
They looked outside the bathrooms. They
We
thought he
checked
was
the
gone.
women's bathrooms, everything.
Yeah, it was
so funny
it was
because this
bad.
is going to drop at some point, and it's just going to be
bad.
you're going to see Stewie run out of this seat, and then you guys just come in.
His face is beat red because Taylor's going to
Oh, he wants to kill him.
Oh, that's
He's already mad at him from earlier because they switched. Lead header, lead pointer.
Who did? Taylor was hitting.
earlier
the
first
switch
game.
Won.
Wow.
And they won that game somehow, so that's
Only
cool.
last 2 frames. But
And they play. We have to shout out the ladies. They played.
Oh, they're great. Don't get me
was
wrong.
it
Sharon Perry
And
and
Deanna,
Deanna
Deanna-
Morgano, right?
Dude,
That's what I thought.
they're sickos.
Yeah, that's
They're good.
They
Yeah,
are
they're
good.
There's not many women who play doubles in men. Actually, it's not a men's tournament; it's an open tournament. But there's
Yeah.
not many that do. Lee does
Lee-
it. He's playing with her husband and won 13-0 the
She
first game.
dominated the first game.
Typically,
Yeah.
you see him paired up at least with a husband, boyfriend, whatever. But
Right.
Yeah. No, good for them.
Yeah, 100%. How you
Good
guys
too.
doing?
Sean stinks.
No. We're. I was just telling Mike, I was making a joke. I was like, we're playing at like an 85% team clip right now, and we're 1-1. I mean,
I don't know. I think I missed like 2 balls. Sean's rolled great, and we
Breaks.
still lost.
not
Breaks.
necessarily. The team we played was Mikey's son.
Yep.
And his buddy.
rolled
Listen,
well.
they hit everything. They rolled everything. They got some breaks, but I'm not taking
Some
anything
key
away.
breaks.
Like,
They were key breaks.
and they made shots.
They
and
did.
They just beat
tough.
Sergio.
They just
So they're playing Taylor right now. That's who they're playing.
really.
So they're playing good.
Wow.
Yeah,
well,
they're
good
playing
for
really
them.
good.
That's exciting, man.
Nah, it's
That's nice to see some other teams win.
Especially
I
when
just wish
it's-
it wasn't against me.
Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that. It's nice to see the young guys because there's there's not many groups of young guys. I feel like Koppel has a good amount of young guys.
yes, I agree. I love the young group that we have. We have probably 4 to 8 in our area that travel.
So it's nice when there's a group of young guys. Like, all right, they'll carry it on for at least some odd
and you
years.
know them because they're from Koppel and they're kind of like they're loud like some of us
Yeah.
are. But it's nice to see people from these areas.
Yes,
play.
but I feel like that promotes okay, there's a group of 4 young dudes playing. Like maybe my group of guys can do that,
Yeah.
and just because I don't want the sport to die.
A couple years ago, I played Mikey's kid at I think Mike at JC
Mike who?
Sapolo.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
And they were just starting. What was that? Croce's brother, the one that has the big backswing.
Ray. Yeah, Ray.
And they were okay. Dude, the strides they've made.
Yes.
Like, even here, like, it's so hard. And that was court 6, which has the bend and the hill. Man, they played really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't
Still
take it away.
depressing.
still depressing.
It is.
Who's next?
Yeah. Lou
Fatika.
Fatika, so easy game.
The president
Yeah,
of the
easy
club.
game.
No big deal.
He's never played here. Yeah, he's
Homer.
Yeah. Picked an easy bracket.
He was here actually earlier practicing at noon.
Yeah, he's
Just
so
you know.
good.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever played Lou, though, to be honest with you.
I haven't
Me
played.
personally.
I don't know if I've played Lou here, but I've played Lou in a lot of big tournaments and like dirt, venues like Wycliffe.
Yeah.
And Old Mayfield, I used to play him a lot, and he's tough. He's really good.
Old Mayfield. I've heard of that a couple times tonight talking to people. Do they play Backwall dead?
I feel like Old Mayfield was dead.
Yeah, that's what
But-
I think Stewie was saying.
Maybe they changed it because I feel like I was shooting the backboard. Like we went up. True
I honestly
story.
don't remember because I never played there.
We went up. We drove up the day of. There was like a real bad storm. It was windy. There was a delay, and we were younger. This was years ago, and we played Pete, Bruno, the legends.
Yeah.
And we beat them.
Is that Vandra brothers?
Oh, it was me, Dante,
Dante
Gianni.
Lucio, Dante Chiavetti, and Gianni.
And that was when we
Colazzi.
had that team like
Yeah.
years ago, and we beat them. And I remember the rain, and I feel like we shot the backboard to win the game. So maybe they changed it, and then we lost to like. I hope nobody's listening. That was the next game. We lost to a bum team the next game, and Pete. I didn't know Pete well. He walks up to me, goes, "I'll never let you beat me again." because we beat them and then we lost to that team. So
Now look
yeah.
at you guys now. You guys have played together.
Now we're buddies.
Yeah, you guys played. I have a
my
sick
homie,
picture
man.
of you guys dapping each other up at MVR like 2 or 3
I
years
saved
ago.
that on my phone.
Yeah.
That was sweet.
It was sweet. He was
Yeah,
pumped.
dude.
He
We
was
brought
pumped.
some youth out in them this couple
Yes.
tournaments, man. Yeah.
Mike,
Nice.
I want to talk about you because you weren't around. I just started 3 or 4 years ago now, but you weren't around. But you were previously. Is that correct?
Yeah, I started playing bocce probably 12, 13 years old. Started playing in tournaments around 18. Actually let Jimmy start playing at like 16 at the IMBS. Played for a long time. Took 7, 8 year hiatus.
You were 8 years.
That's.
I got married.
I was gonna say life, right?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that and just had other interests at
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
So kind of stepped away. Now I'm back, and I'm glad I come back.
Yeah, I feel like you just popped up out of nowhere. This 6'4" giant.
Jimmy's brother. Who's
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
What?
right. It's like what, Jimmy Pisano.
No, Mike, before, when I was younger, he was already established.
Mm-hmm.
So Jimmy P, talking like he talks, and him, and there were some guys.
We had a really dominant team there for about
Big
5,
dogs.
6 years. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
They were very hard to beat at our
What
local
years would
courts.
this be through then, roughly?
Oh, crap.
Estimate.
05, 06 to like
That's
10?
what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
To like 10?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
All right.
You won 2 or 3 of the four-mans down
We
there.
won 3 out of 4 years. We went
Couple.
back to back, lost in the championship, and then went back for a 4th time and won it. So 3 out of 4 years.
Then we were talking about this on the way up because I didn't have faith in Mike coming back, but it wasn't a bad thing.
He was shit
No,
talking.
I didn't say that.
was
So I knew
nervous.
Mike.
When I first come back 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I knew Mike obviously from before, and he's getting back into it. And I saw him play league a few times, and he just didn't have it. He took so much time off. I was like, man, Mike, what the heck?
It was like week 1 though. I mean,
So it was it Louis?
Yeah.
Louis or Jimmy brings up we need
it
a
was
fourth
Louis.
for that
I got to give Louis credit. It was Louis.
that NEO we won a couple years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't really play any bigger tournaments. He won the 3-man, but he was still coming back.
I remember.
Louis
exactly.
goes, I got a guy, Mike P. And I looked at Louis. I said, is he ready? I don't know. I love
Is he
Mike, but is he
ready?
ready? Dude, we won the whole thing, and it's been all uphill from
it's
there.
like releasing an
man.
Avenger.
And I was like,
Is he trained?
Is he trained? Is he good?
I come
he's-
back the very first tournament I played in, I won. I'm like, this game's just as easy as
Yeah,
I remember.
riding
it.
a
Three,
bike.
man.
Now I'm like, geez, I can never win.
Now we hate it again. It's
Yeah,
too
now I
competitive.
hate it again.
so
Can't
good.
beat anybody.
What's the tournament that you I asked a couple people this, but what's the tournament that you want the most that you haven't gotten yet?
For me, it's probably Wycliffe. I want that one
I've
bad.
been close, man. I've had some heartbreaks
Yeah?
at Wycliffe. So I had the second a couple years ago with Pete.
Okay. Who was the team?
And Jimmy and Vern, me and Pete.
Really?
We lost
Okay.
to CPF. And then a couple years before that, I'm sure, I don't know if you've heard the story, but we were in the Final Four. We played Jose and Pat and a couple guys he brought down maybe from Canada.
Yeah.
PJ made the shot to win the game. Ball bounced off the backboard, stole a point. We lost the next frame. So we'd have been in the final 2. So I've had some heartbreaks there. So I'm like, man, and I think it's the hardest tournament to make a Sunday in, and I'll argue with anybody on.
Well, for me, that was the first big tournament out of town. Like,
Yeah.
We look forward to that all year because you played in a bunch of little 2-man,
Farrell
4-mans
and
at home.
Newcastle.
Farrell,
Yes.
Koppel,
Yeah.
whatever.
Hometown tournament.
That was the only big tournament. So that was the one you look forward to. And we'd go up there and we'd have a blast. And we'd always
Get
make
drunk
Sunday.
and-
We would do good, but never really had a chance to win it. Now, I'm like, I want to win this fucker.
Yeah.
That was our first one, like our big out of town where we met. That's when I had the long hair. I was good 30,
Did
40
you?
pounds heavier.
It's weird
Yeah.
for me because I don't know you a lot. I just seen you, 4 years ago with seeing you with long hair. It cracks me up because it's like, is this an alternate universe, Sean?
Man,
Bring it back
so
because you
long
do
ago.
have good hair.
Well,
You
thank
can still grow
It's a little
that
more
thing.
gray
Him
now,
and Danny,
but-
they both had it.
Distinguished.
There we go. Salt and pep.
Yeah, salt.
Danny P had great hair too,
Yeah?
man.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like he still has. good
Yeah, he's
hair.
still-
Oh, I
good
used to be
hair.
froed out.
Froed out,
Like, it was
yeah.
nice.
His froed more. Mine fell after
Yeah.
a while. He had the fro though.
Because, like in
But,
a band, I feel like.
No, Wycliffe would be the
Yeah.
one. I'd love to win something here.
Right. Yeah.
Wycliffe
hard.
was so important to us back then. Like, we planned for it, like, the day after it ended. Like, okay,
Yeah.
who we playing with when we coming back? Like,
Like how many days until?
yeah,
like in the locker room.
September, we were already thinking
We
about
would
Wycliffe.
no sleep till Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was no sleep till Wycliffe. We'd jam on the way up.
No joke.
sleep, and we were just
I
so
love
excited
that.
for it, man.
I think it was the second time I ever went up to Wycliffe is when Sweeney and them won it. That's when it
Yeah.
was
Made that shot.
Ezio, Sweeney, Uga, and I don't remember the
It was his
fourth.
dad, and I don't know who their fourth was.
But I remember we went up there and we drew New York Sash. No one had a clue who IMBS was, which I don't blame them.
Put 'em on a map.
Right. We get up there and Jimmy is just chirping to Sweeney. Sweeney and Ezio. He's like, well, we're gonna kick your ass. We're gonna win. We're gonna. They're like reigning champs.
They were good for that stretch.
Like they were good then. And Jimmy's chirping. And you know what? We took them to the wire. I want to say it was a 15-14 final or
when
16-15.
Sweeney made that back wall shot?
No, well, yes, but he made the back wall shot, and I made the exact same shot, and my ball hit like where the hanger was, and it shot off farther, or we would have won that freaking game.
Where the eye loop. Yeah.
So, but from that point on, it was like people would come watch us because we had Big Mouth Jimmy, and like our crowd. You see how we are.
The attitude
now.
there. It's just it's the flavor.
So Dante, I have a question for you on your pod.
Ooh,
So,
I love that. Yes, please.
I was telling somebody
I was
this the other day.
16 years old.
No.
No.
I was telling somebody this the other day because they, Sean can roll this, that, blah, blah, whatever. So I was like, a few times in the last 5-6 years where I've been so lights out, twice, where I felt like I was the best player. I was so lights out, I could not put a ball far from the Paul lane, no matter what I did, and I got outplayed. One was Chris Federico in Wycliffe 2 years ago.
Chris
and the
played
other
phenomenal.
was this asshole at Crickets. You remember that when you beat us?
Yeah, because I blacked out, I think. That
So what?
tournament.
That leads me back to, so you guys are still rather new. You've been playing a
Yeah,
lot.
so
You're promoting the game.
This was our first tournament win.
What is your win as a group, whether it's you and your brother, you coach, that like you're like, I'm here, I arrived, like
wow,
like
what a
us
good
beating
question.
JJ's back in the day.
Yeah, what a good question.
Oh, are we coming? Like, think about us beating JJ's. We gotta think about that. No, we're good. We're good.
That's a good
All right,
question.
fine, guys. Maybe
You know
we'll be
what?
back later.
Yeah,
Think
we'll
about
talk.
it.
That's
Think
a good
about it.
question,
Yeah.
and we're gonna pause right there,
yeah.
guys.
You
Thanks
don't
for
want
tuning
Stewie
in.
back. We'll be
No.
back.
Yeah, this is hilarious. Everyone's getting in trouble because of this.
Where the hell they go now?
Oh, he hits and sticks.